Welcome to another segment of Manifesting with SII Power with your host, Dwight Lee. If you've been getting value and enjoying the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Today's segment is going to be the art of assumption, part three. And I'm going to continue down the lane of sort of like a testimonial. I have a client in the state of Virginia, and I began to work with her, and there's many things that happen. And it's going back to just as the imagination is always running, and just as we're always thinking, right? We're always assuming, exactly as we're breathing, right? And we're going to eat. So this is an example of I worked with the mom, and let me just show you what happened. And so what we worked on is, right? I taught her that consciousness is the one and only reality. And so as she began to do the activities that's part of my coaching program, her self-awareness expanded, right? And then we worked on adjusting her self-concept, you know, um, how she sees herself, how she feels about herself, and what she says about herself. It's the story that's keeping you stuck. And this is what happened. Um, Let me say this. I invited her to I allowed her to bring family members to a Zoom session. And within 24 hours, this is what happened. It's a true story. I have it on video recording. This is no cap, no fluff. And remember what I say about principles. Principles are unbiased. They work for all people in all places at all times. Doesn't matter about your circumstances, doesn't know your age, doesn't know your color, doesn't know anything. Don't care. Work the principle and you'll get the results. Similar result, exact same result, or even better result. So our sister had put in at least 200 applications, right? She was getting like maybe 2 interviews every other week, something like that. Well, this 1 week, after being on that Zoom call on a Sunday, she had 6 interviews and 4 offers, and she took the one that was best suited for her, right? She's making more money in salary than she's ever made in her entire life, all right? So then the daughter of my client, similar thing happened to her. She skipped 5 pay grades to becoming the assistant director of nurses. All right. Now, those salary increases amount to 22K and 20K over and above what they were earning. On top of that, the first example I was giving you of the sister, she was doing volunteer work. She didn't want anything out of it. I think about 3 or 4 weeks after that, they began to pay her $25 an hour for the same work that she was doing. Also, she has a wrongful termination thing going on, and that's looking favorable also. So then my client, she omitted telling me that she actually got a raise. She just forgot to tell me because all this stuff happened in the same time frame. And I know this sounds like miracles and mystical and magical, but it's not. It's just when you change your self concept, right? And you change what you're assuming. Just like Neville says, people change right before your eyes, and your life changes right before your eyes. This is very important that you understand this. This is no fluff, no cap. All of these things happen. And it happened because of consciousness, raising self awareness, and adjusting your self concept, being the version of yourself who can do the thing, who already has the thing, because all things exist now. We've been live on Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight Lee. I'll leave you with this quote from Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too.